Helps if you turn people off mute, Quinny.
Thanks, Quinny.
I'm a professional. I know what I'm doing. There we go. Hi.
Oh, lovely.
Hey.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Animates, the show where we talk about classic and not so classic animated shows from the annals of history gone by.
Whoa. You didn't say anything about
The
annals.
annals, not the anals.
I said annals.
It's such a good
That's
start.
different thing.
I hope wherever
I'm
you
a little
are
confused. I'm not going to lie.
from. Oh, okay. Well, I hope wherever you are, from tip to taint of the planet tonight, that you're having a lovely evening and ready for some animated discussion. I'm joined tonight, of course, by the Animates, David Quinnifer Aniston. How are you going tonight?
Hello. I don't know how to respond to that. Are we rebooting Friends?
calling you
We
Quinnifer from
can,
now
but Quinny, of
Yeah.
course, has rebooted the Rachel haircut by taking it all off, which is quite an
A
interesting,
very modern take.
very modern take on it.
I'd also like to reboot Ross. I'd like to reboot his fucking ass.
Oh, okay. That sounds like something for the annals of something else. And of course, breathless Jill, who is not breathless, seems to be breathing perfectly well tonight, which is
Yeah.
always lovely in a viral respiratory pandemic.
Yay! Yay for breathing.
You love to see it.
Breathing?
I'm living
Breathing.
my best Alicia Keys makeup-free fresh face moment tonight
Do it,
because
do
it
it.
is
Glowing.
so humid in Sydney and the sweat, and I'm just like, the first thing I wanted to do when I got home was just shower, and I'm like, I'm sorry guys, I'm sorry stream, but it's gross out there.
Yeah, it is currently shitting down with rain outside.
Yeah, I required to shave my gross beard because I was like, it's kind of gross. And in the process, like, because I was doing it quickly, cut the absolute anal out of myself. And so there is now a tasteful band-aid on there because I couldn't get it
shave
to
is
stop.
not a good shave.
No, it was a bad
No.
one. And of course, joining us from the taint of Tasmania, the lovely Amy.
I know where she lives, and it's not inaccurate.
Hey.
Look, taints are lovely too. Taint that bad.
I'll get that on t-shirt.
Taints are lovely too.
Well, thanks, Will.
No problem.
I mean,
Hello
was
to all
it
our
right
viewers
hearing a
in
cat
Tasmania
background
tonight.
there?
Yes, sorry.
No,
I
I'm
might
just very
close my door.
No. I like that you just like. Doo, 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 doo.
I will not close the door.
I
It might
like
be a cat cameo.
this show needs more cats.
Mm.
It's very true.
There is one loitering, but it won't stay anywhere for long enough.
Cat's gonna cat.
Nice.
Yeah.
So what are we doing, Will?
Well, tonight we're talking about reboots, cartoons that were once one way and then, got woke, got dark, got all kinds of things.
Gritty
When
reboots.
a new generation of creators took hold of a beloved IP and turned it into something it wasn't. As the Animaniacs said, who cares if the old fans hate it? Just get the script rights cleared. That's it. It doesn't matter. Who gives a shit? Do what you like with it. And that's what we're doing tonight. And because it's a night of reboots, you might remember late last year in our Christmas episode, of course, we took on the Christmas Gladiators who were joined us in the Animates arena. And I thought, since we're doing reboots, it must be time to reboot the Gladiators as well,
I'm very excited for this.
with a special challenge for our Animate contenders. Oh no, you dicks. God damn it.
The
You-
special challenge is technology.
Oh, you cunts.
Watch that language.
We've gone all the way to beyond M, possibly into R. Yes, we have
We've
gone.
used up our F-bomb for the day.
Yeah.
Wait.
Oh, no,
that was-
no,
that
Kanga,
was-
no.
Wait.
We are not gonna
no,
just reboot
I'm the C. Damn it. Okay, here we go. We're back.
All right.
I love the music.
Oh, that mullet.
Oh, this is. Oh, this is just powerful.
Some people
Yeah,
didn't
it's
get the memo that we're
no,
not smiling.
dicks.
Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
hang on. Oh, well, there we go. Oh,
Yes.
so this is the ashes.
Yes. So our Animates contenders will be taking on the British gladiators this
Oh.
evening
Oh,
as
cool.
we fight for the pride of our lovely country. Pretty much.
Lovely question mark.
Tonight, our contenders will be rolling around in giant balls. They will be, gosh, what else? All kinds of things. Swinging from rings. They will be also, what's the other one? Oh, climbing. So that's fun. So it must be time for our first contender, which is Jill. And she's going to need balls of steel for this next event because our first event is.
Atmosphere. Yes.
So
I'm
excited.
ready.
I
And
also don't know
Jill,
how this works.
tonight in Atmospheres, you're going to be taking on the old battle axe.
Oh, yeah. Yes. Get it, queen.
Oh, okay. Let's
Welcome to the Atmospheres arena. In Atmospheres, you'll have 30 seconds to follow the balls around the screen.
Mm-hmm.
You have to repeat the pattern of the balls as they travel. So for example, it might go on pod 4 and then it might go on pod 2. So when it does it, you just say 4, 2. Just follow the balls.
Okay, yeah.
Everyone's used to looking at balls, following them around.
Yeah, I'm always staring at the balls.
Good. Okay.
When did this
30
show about
seconds.
cartoons become so fucking weird?
30 seconds on the ball clock. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Battle Axe, are you ready? Yes. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, I put it in.
Yeah.
One.
Yes.
Well done.
1, 3. This is really not challenging. Oh, 1, 3, 2. 1, 3, 2, 2. 1, 3, 2, 2, 4, 1. Oh God. 3,
10
2,
points.
2. Was
You
there more
win.
than that? Oh man, I was really hoping my internet
Outstanding.
was not going to drop out in the middle of that. Also, where was the challenge?
Well,
Just
it was
really
meant
good
to
at
go.
watching ball skill.
Honestly,
wasn't a
it was
challenge
meant
for
to go for longer, and then I got tired.
I was
and
just
ran out of
repeating what the
time.
lady was saying.
Yeah. That's what you were meant to do. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That was really
Yeah.
easy.
you did it. Yeah.
That was
So we'll be back later. Jill has 10 points,
yes.
Woo!
and
Wish I
Battle
had a
Axe was a
score
load of shit, wasn't she? She was crap. The old Battle Axe.
Defeated.
No good. No good. All right, Jill,
Right.
I believe you are taking us on a journey around the world, but not in a giant steel ball.
No, around the world, around the earth, around time, around the universe. I am talking about where in the world is Carmen San Diego. Woo! Now, I really hope that everyone in the chat is old enough to remember the original game on God, I think my dad had a work computer with like Windows 3 or something on it. It was pre-90s. And we played Carmen San Diego on a CD-ROM. Oh my God. It was so much fun. Yes.
I'm pretty sure I remember it, on a thing before CDs. It may have been on a disc.
Oh, okay. Not sure.
No, I don't know.
Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego is a media franchise based on a series of computer games. It centers around the fictional thieving villain of the same name, who is the ringleader of the criminal organization Vile. The protagonists, most often including the in-game character who is controlled by the computer user, are agents of Acme Detective Agency who try to thwart the crooks' plans to steal treasures from around the world, while the later ultimate goal is to capture Carmen Sandiego herself.
Nice.
So, like I mentioned, the original game idea started in 1983 from Broderbund, wanting to take the idea of a text adventure game but create menu-driven interface to be played on the Apple II computer. Initial work was a game where the player would chase down various crooks, but later changing the concept to be focused on geography. Several criminal personas were floated, but staff found the name Carmen Sandiego mysterious and exotic. So it's a video game where you get basically like geography trivia questions, and you have to, by using those very vague descriptions of a place, guess the location and then fly there. So you're like tracing her steps basically until you catch up with her.
It sounds like kind of educational as well.
It is. Amy, have you never played Carmen Sandiego?
I mean, no, I'm vaguely aware of it as a concept, but I've never played it.
I got to admit, I've never played it either. I'm aware of it, but I've never played it.
It was, what do you call it? Edutainment.
There were so many good games like that, though, that were just visually engaging enough to sneak some education in there.
Yeah, before everything just turned into murdering people.
Yes, and yes, I understand. Shame on me. I feel very bad for never having played it. But I fucking love Broderbund. They were amazing. They did really cool games.
So in 1991 through to 95, a half-hour children's television game show aired on PBS in America. Each episode consisted of 3 10 to 14-year-old contestants competing against one another, answering geography-related trivia questions to determine the location of Carmen Sandiego. So this was the first iteration of Carmen Sandiego after the games.
I had no idea it was a live game show. That's amazing.
I didn't either, but I did recognize the black woman in the photo there because she was the chief. And she has popped up in other things, and that's where I'd recognized her from. So we come to, what does that say? 1994. And we get the Where on Earth is Carmen Sandiego Saturday morning cartoon series produced by Deke Entertainment. The series features the adventures of Zach and Ivy, 2 teenage siblings who work as Acme agents in San Francisco and are aided by the chief. They were tasked to stop Carmen and her henchmen from stealing artifacts from around the world. So we have Zach, voiced by Scott Menville, who people will know as Robin from Teen Titans and Teen Titans Go. And
Marty
Ivy was played
Captain
by...
Was he Marty?
Yeah.
And Ivy was played by Jennifer Hale, which y'all should know because she's like the queen of voice acting, basically.
She's
and
nice.
there was a player, which was basically your self-insert. So they were the...
exactly like me.
Yeah. So they were kind of like replicating the game in the sense of like, oh, there's a player and they're helping these people chase Carmen. So there was like one.
So they were live action.
Live action element, yeah. But you never saw their face; it was always from the back. So yeah, the self insert.
It could be you.
Slide. Okay, so in this version, Carmen Sandiego is a former agent of Acme who left to seek a greater challenge. It has a strong code of ethics when stealing items. The player is an unseen live-action character who bookends acts by communicating with Carmen. It is implied that to them, the television series is a video game and they are playing from a computer. So while Carmen is originally presented as the show's antagonist, she becomes more like an anti-hero as the series progresses. She even helps Zack and Ivy against mutual enemies. And I'm just going to go back one slide. Carmen was voiced by Rita Moreno, and if anybody recognizes that name, she was the original Anita from the film adaptation of West Side Story.
Oh, yeah, right.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, very cool. Now we
Ooh.
come to the main point, which is the Netflix series that came out in 2019.
Das Reboot.
Yes. So the new Carmen Sandiego is about an orphan girl codenamed Black Sheep. She was found on the side of the road in Buenos Aires and is raised and trained to become a master thief by the group of villains who double as the faculty at Vile Academy. So it's a school AU.
Oh, no.
A school for thieves and secret criminal underworld organization located on the Isle of Vile in the Canary Islands.
Is it Vile, V-A-I-L, or Vile, V-I-L-E?
V-I-L-E. Yeah, as
Perfect.
in
Thank you.
evil. But
I would also like it to be, if it's the Isle, it should be the VAISLE.
Oh my
So, right.
goodness. Okay. So in this version, we have Carmen, voiced by Gina Rodriguez, the amazing Gina Rodriguez. So after seeing how much harm Vile causes, she goes rogue, escapes the island and adopts the name Carmen Sandiego, and seeks to take down Vile by stealing things they have already stolen, returning them to their rightful place or owner, and stopping their future heists and plans from being executed. Which I think is it's a cool concept.
Damn
For
straight.
this series. So here we have the Vile faculty. They are like the teachers, but also the lead of the criminal organization. And fun fact, Professor Maelstrom, that creepy white dude, is voiced by Liam O'Brien, who we chatted to the other week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We loved him, and I'd forgot that he was in this.
Then
Everyone's
we
in
have
this.
Carmen's friends and team are Hacker Player. So we have the player character back again, but this time they're actually a cartoon character, but they are the guy in the chair style thing like the previous cartoon.
Still looks exactly like me.
And voiced by Finn Wolfhard, because that kid's in everything. And Boston siblings Zack and Ivy, who help her on site and often act as distractions or operate the various getaway vehicles. So in this one, they're kind of like a team rather than antagonists in the previous series. These are the operatives of Vile, so the ex-classmates that Carmen used to work with, but now she goes toe-to-toe with them when she's trying to return the stolen objects. That guy in the middle, Crackle, is supposed to be Australian. Worst Australian accent. It's so bad.
Not an Australian actor doing it?
No, it's one of those, oh, she'll be right, mate.
Oh.
One of those really bad, almost New Zealand kind of accents.
I've actually seen somebody cosplaying the Paper Star character, and now I'm like, oh, sweet, that's from that.
Paper Star is voiced by Kimiko Glenn, which you guys might know from Orange is the New Black, and she does quite a lot of voice work.
Very cool.
This is Acme. They are the secret, mysterious government agency that are out to stop Carmen. Julia, the woman on the far right, she is the most smart and adept one. Chase Deveneaux, the guy on the right, is a bit of a bumbling detective with an amazing French accent. I love that guy. But they're
French
kind of
Constantine.
Yeah, a little bit. He's kind of under the impression that, you know, Carmen is the one that's stealing everything, but she's actually putting it back, and Julia is kind of like probably cottoning on that there's more to the crimes that are happening than just it being Carmen stealing things. She's on the idea that Carmen's actually not a bad person. So It's
Like
fun.
see a Carmen Sandiego versus Indiana Jones.
Yes.
Yeah,
So-
versus
Put that
like
back.
Carmen treats her teammates with care, and together they set out to thwart Vile's schemes for global conquest, all while on the run from the mysterious government agency Acme, who have their sights on arresting Vile and Carmen. And here we go into all of the other amazing things that are in the world of Carmen Sandiego. So in 1991, we have a book series of like, I guess you'd call them like older children kind of storybooks.
right.
Yeah.
Not quite YA, but
No, they're more like
Upper
storybooks for
primary.
maybe like 10 and up. We've also got a younger kids book series. We have a comic book series from DC in 1996. I think there was 4 issues, but there was a Carmen Sandiego run. There were numerous board games, all from the 90s up until now. So there's a new one out as well for the Netflix show.
that's cool.
Where in the universe is Carmen Sandiego, which was a exclusive for planetariums to show a like a Carmen Sandiego ish thing on like learning about space, and that's where Chief from the original game show came back in.
Cool.
She also voiced did some voice work for the Chief in, oh my goodness, it was something else. I can't quite remember. I think she might have done voices for the original 90s animated show as well. And then there was a Where in the World of Music is Carmen Sandiego, which was a series of concerts that were performed, mostly like classical music from different areas of Europe, and all with the theme of like trying to find where Carmen is. Interesting. And finally, the newest iteration was Where on Google Earth is Carmen Sandiego.
Oh, really?
That's
Now,
so cool.
This is still available if you go to Google Earth. There are 3 different games that you can play, and it's very similar to the original CD-ROM Carmen Sandiego game. So, Amy, if you want to give it a go, you can play it on Google Earth.
I'm looking it up right now.
Yeah, there's 3 different cases that you can play. Came out in 2019, and it was a lot of fun.
I'm so gonna do that after this.
But I have to say, for a show that's aimed at children, it's very fun and still entertaining as an adult to watch. So I've watched the Reboot series, and like the theme song is very similar to the old one, but of course like revamped. The characters are great. They're all a lot of fun. And even though it's very obvious that, they're trying to educate you on geography and that kind of thing, there's still like so much in there that's fun to watch that, doesn't have to be edutainment, but it can be. So if you're a big kid and are maybe watching it with little kids, it's a fun activity to do together. But yeah, highly recommend Carmen Sandiego. There's been talk of a live action movie now after like there was in the past with the animated series in the 90s. But there's talking again about a new live action movie. And they're saying, yes, we want Gina Rodriguez to play Carmen Sandiego. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah.
Fingers
That'd
crossed.
be very, very cool. I'm really impressed with that. I had no idea.
Yes, there's so
Awesome.
much in the world of Carmen Sandiego. So yeah, go check it out.
Is my mic working? I can't.
Yes, I can hear you.
Yes.
Cool. So the animated show I'm making, Marsha, who is going to be the voice director on it with us, she was the voice director on it in '94 on the Rita Moreno one.
Awesome.
Yeah, she did all the voices for it.
That's so cool.
Yeah. If you want to talk, we need to get her on. I'm going to have her on
We do need to get her
next
on,
month. Voice director
Okay.
interview with everyone. It'll be
That
fun.
sounds cool.
Yeah.
Damn Skippy. That's really cool. I just
Yeah, it's a great show, and the game is like, is so cool as well. Right at that great time with like Carmen San Diego, gadgets and gizmos, and Zoom beanies. Yeah, like
Peak
just
late
classic-
80s.
Yeah, I mean that was 90s. So
Okay.
yeah,
Early
I think,
90s.
yeah.
Yeah, cool.
Some wonderful things came out of the 90s. I can't think of many of them, but I mean,
Did they?
oh, sorry, yeah. Right, Will, what's our next game? What are we doing?
Oh, wait a sec. Okay, so I'm gonna have to like do with. Whoa, wait a sec. Gonna have to do without me talking for a minute.
Okay, you just point at me when you want me to share stuff.
So the rest of us will have a rap battle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
I'm just going to answer Rob's question on if there was ever a Carmen Wally crossover. I don't believe there was an official one, but if you go to conventions and there are cosplayers, they're always wanting to do that.
Right. Okay.
Google
we're
Carmen
up,
San
Will.
Diego cosplay. There are so many.
Okay, we still can't hear it, Will, but that's okay.
Is
He's like, I know how this is
oh
going to
my
work.
gosh.
I mean, it does feel like it'd be appropriate, the crossover between Where's Wally and Carmen San Diego. But also, is Wally an international spy and everything, or is he just a douche?
He does get around, though.
I've Googled it, and there are pictures of the two of them kissing in cosplay.
Oh, no!
Yeah.
Yes!
But I was just kissing, so it could be worse.
Yeah, it could be Rule 34.
My safe search is off, so
Right.
yeah, it really could be worse.
Where in my pants is where? No. How you doing, Will? You struggling? Oh no! Now we can't.
You're
hear
on
him
mute.
either. No, I think he's actually had to unplug his thing so that he could try and play audio properly. And I know what he's trying to do. He's a very smart man, but oh, and okay, we should clear this up. Is his name Wally or Waldo?
It's Waldo
In
if you live in
Australia.
America. It's Wally if you live here.
Are they the Berenstain Bears or the Berenstain Bears?
Okay, it's not a Mandela
this
effect.
to
It actually is two different names.
Really? Oh, that's
No,
a
not
relief.
Whatever they
Berenstain.
are,
No,
they're
the
both
Wally
a
thing.
stain on existence.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Yeah,
my
yeah,
gosh.
yeah.
So the Berenstain thing's still real.
I'm still going to
Yeah,
die
that's
on the
good.
Berenstain Hill. Yeah.
Right.
Okay, I've given up on the sound working tonight.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, Will.
It's okay. Well, let's all just make music to go along with the cool visuals. Though you do need to reshare your screen so I can do the visuals.
Oh.
Yeah. Because we've lost that entirely.
Trying to keep the beat. Don't know what the
Okay.
beat is.
So, nah, I'm just scatting, man.
Okay.
Some jazz.
Okay,
That's
well,
chaos.
lead us into this bad boy.
Yay!
You can hear it.
Yes, and
Now, while we've been chatting, of course, the British contenders have been taking on the Gladiator Arena. I believe there's been some controversy in the gauntlet.
Oh my.
Oh no.
ooh,
Oh,
Ooh,
oh.
it's a little bit of man-on-man action.
he didn't try. I succeeded.
I'd like Mike Whitney to now kiss him. Kiss him, Mike.
I'd like everybody to kiss.
Yes.
Thanks, Mike. Rules
Thanks for clearing that one up.
Except, just general consent rules, but okay.
Yeah, I was going to say, generally
So you-
considered poor form to do it without consent.
Yeah, but you can kiss a gladiator.
Yeah.
Just so you know.
Is this my challenge coming up? Do I have to kiss a gladiator? Because I'll do it.
It could be because it's the wall.
Ooh, yeah.
Oh, steamy.
As opposed to
And
Jill.
Amy, yes.
I am the wall.
You're on
Amy-
the wall.
Tonight, you're going to be taking on.
Holy shit!
Okay. Cool, good. He seems nice.
He's lovely. He's lovely. Amy, welcome to the wall.
Thanks.
It's a bit Wordle-ish.
It's very
The
Wordle-ish.
word
The wall.
Yeah. Except it's too hard to do with words, so we're doing it with colors.
Oh, fun.
Yeah. So basically, you want to get, like Wordle, the correct pattern of colors instead of words or what have you. So down the bottom, there's red, orange, yellow, green, blue, and purple. Tell me the colors to put in, and I'll tell you if they're in the right place, the wrong place, or they need to be moved. Okay.
So
do
I guess a combination of 3 colors?
4
My
colors.
brain is small.
4
colors. Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes. All right. I'll be back in a sec. I need to remember what colors I chose.
That's okay. Can there be double colors?
No, there are no double colors. I'm not an
So
artist.
unlike Wordle, where that motherfucker will come up and bite you in the ass every time.
Today's word. What the hell?
I haven't done it yet.
Oh my gosh.
I'm at a
I've
point
said-
where I'm like, oh, fuck you, Wordle.
Yeah, I
I
don't
don't
care
know
about the
how it
streak anymore.
happened. You know what? When it went from the web browser to New York Times, my page, I ended up a day behind. I don't know how that happened.
Oh yeah, because we were talking about this the other night, weren't we?
Yeah, yeah.
And I accidentally gave
full
you
day
the next day's number.
Yep. It's all right. It's the
Sorry.
first time I ever guessed it on one.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
Have you guys
Will?
played Star Wars Wordle?
No.
No.
I'm looking
It's
Okay.
Wordle.
Amy, are you ready?
Oh no, but let's go.
Tempest, are you ready? Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
3, 2, 1, go.
Blue, green, purple, yellow.
Okay, just slow down a second.
No. Okay.
Okay. Blue, green, purple, yellow, you said.
Yes, blue, green, purple, yellow.
Blue, green.
What an intricate system we have here.
Yellow.
I'm so confused.
Aha.
Okay. So what does that mean?
Okay, let's see. Okay, the blue is correct.
Ooh, nice.
The green is wrong.
Green is wrong.
Oh.
So green's not in there, correct?
The purple is correct.
I'm amazing at this.
And the yellow needs to go somewhere else.
Oh, okay.
Ah.
Oh, this is kind of cool.
Blue, orange, purple, red.
Okay. Blue.
Wait, hold on. Nope, that doesn't make any sense. Blue, yellow, purple, red. Sorry.
Where's that? Where's that? Let me get it.
Oh, behind the scenes.
No, you can't see anything.
The amount of effort that you put into this is incredible.
Yeah, this is kind of cool.
Yeah, I'm horrified.
There are more than 250 individual rectangles that each have an animation attached to them.
Jesus
Oh
Christ,
my
Will.
gosh.
My computer died putting it together.
Oh, a noble cause.
Yes. Okay, so what was your first one again? I forgot. It was like blue.
It was blue, green, purple, yellow.
Thank you.
Okay. So blue, green.
Yeah, my memory's not that good.
Yellow. Okay. And the blue is right. Oh wait, right. Green was wrong. Purple was right.
Correct.
And the yellow needed to go somewhere else.
Yeah.
Okay.
So my second guess was blue, yellow, purple, red.
Oh, wait, I did the wrong one.
Oh heck.
Blue.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yellow, purple,
Yellow.
red.
Yellow.
Purple.
purple,
Red.
and red. Okay.
Mhm.
So blue is obviously correct. Oh, that's the wrong. Blue.
Terrifying.
Yellow is right.
Yahoo.
Purple is right.
Oof.
Red is wrong.
Gosh darn it.
Now, if you
Okay.
can get
The
it
red's
before
not
the
in there.
black zone, you get 10 points.
Okay. Okay. And then I'll
Oh.
be tied with Jill because I know what that means. Okay.
Mhm.
Ooh. Oh, gee. What could it be?
I think you
Okay.
definitely
Oh,
got
gosh.
this one.
So you're going blue.
Blue, yellow, purple, orange.
Okay.
That's fingers crossed, guys.
Yeah. All my
Let's
fingers.
see. Ding. Ding. Correct. Correct 10 points.
Oh my gosh.
Win.
Woo!
And look, just to prove that I wasn't lying, blue, yellow, purple, orange.
Yay!
That was incredible, Will. I feel like we have to use that another night to make it worth all
I
the
know,
time
yeah. I
we
have to,
spent.
Wow, the amount of
make it
effort,
worth
man.
it, yeah. Well, we can play Wordle every week. It's fine.
That's already one of my problems.
Yeah, I was going to say,
all the time.
Wordle is an ongoing issue for me.
Anyway, we'll be back with more of the Ashes later. Woo.
Yay.
Well done.
Right. Okay.
Oh. Well,
So who are we moving on to? Is it Amy's turn?
Amy, because she just did it.
Okay, sweet. All right, let me set up my screen.
Woo! Woo!
How
So exciting.
Okay, I should have probably should have prepared in advance.
Yeah.
Classic
Nah.
shenanigan.
Whatevs.
Just give me a moment.
Okay. Well, we'll talk amongst ourselves.
How about that Wordle? Huh?
What's everyone doing on the weekend?
Swimming, apparently.
Oh, yeah?
Swimming to work, swimming to the
Yeah.
office.
Now,
I'm actually
coming up.
going to be... Sorry, you go, Will.
Oh no, I was going to say coming up, we'll have the Eliminator. Whoever the two who get the most points will go into the Eliminator for the coveted Gladiator totally not used earbud trophy.
Oh gosh, delightful. I am ready, as I'll ever
Right.
be. All right, enjoy my desktop because I
Yay,
still
we
haven't
do.
figured out how to make that go away. All right, so obviously tonight I'll be talking about the Gargoyles reboot. We had one.
Ooh,
Oh, I
Okay.
was like,
I
what?
was so disappointed.
I'm so sorry. I feel like this GIF expresses my feelings about that. One day.
Aw.
Today is not that day, and I'm really sorry.
Very upset.
I'm actually talking about She-Ra and the Princesses of Power, which
Yes.
has all the
Woo!
queer baiting of BBC's Sherlock and none of the disappointment.
Yeah.
Yeah. In 2018, Netflix took on rebooting the 1985 He-Man and the Masters of the Universe spin-off, She-Ra, Princess of Power. The story reimagines the journey of Adora, a young woman who discovers that she can transform into a magical heroine using her newfound power and the help of her friends to overcome evil forces.
I love magical
update-
heroine.
Yeah. This update takes a promising premise and characters and polishes them to their full potential. There's going to be a lot of words starting with P in here, so just prepare your
Okay.
posteriors.
Okay.
The story is set on the planet of Etheria, and it initially follows orphans Adora and Catra. They were all raised to be soldiers in the Horde, an evil army led by the tyrant Hordak, who aims to conquer the world. Out on a mission, Adora finds a magical sword which unexpectedly transforms her into the legendary Princess of Power, She-Ra. Upon meeting some new friends and learning of Hordak's intentions, Adora decides to change sides and join the rebellion against the Horde. She gradually helps rebuild the Princess Alliance, a league of kingdoms ruled by other magical princesses. However, Adora's new stance pits her against Catra, her former best friend. Her feelings of betrayal and abandonment lead them to become mortal enemies. In the end, She-Ra, along with the Alliance and the Rebellion, have to prove that love, friendship, and big old biceps can overcome evil in order to save the universe.
Dang.
They're more life biceps, aren't they?
As in
Life
like,
biceps?
No, like life.
Oh,
live.
live. Yeah.
Yeah.
But you meant like a life ring, like
yeah,
they'd be
Well, that
buoyant.
too.
yeah.
Those biceps give me life.
I
girl.
remember so many men were butthurt about Adora having biceps
we'll
in
get
this
to- we'll-
cartoon.
Yeah.
We'll address that. Yep.
Okay, all right, cool.
And
cool,
not
cool.
wearing, not
Mm.
being
Pants.
Yeah.
In the original series, characters were designed from the same mold, like literally from the same design, to simplify toy
Mhm.
production. So diversity and realistic body type variation weren't a priority. Almost everyone is skinny and or ripped, not to mention white and cisgender. Obviously, that was the standard for most Western cartoons at the time, but it's one of the areas in which the new series made vast improvements, and you can see an example of the new versus old characters there. And a lot of people at the time that the teaser came out were saying, "Oh, these designs are so bad, they're so boring, and they're
Why do
so
they have to be so
obviously
woke?"
improved." Yeah, yeah.
What are you going to be woke
crazy.
for?
Mm.
I hate that word. It makes me so angry.
The new voice cast is also outstanding, thanks in large part to veteran voice director Mary McGlynn, who's worked on all
Yay.
kinds of things. Too long a list.
But most
So I'll
recently,
just
Vox
not
Machina.
address it. Vox Machina, yeah. I just bumped my microphone. Sorry, everyone. I was flailing. I'm excited. But yes, she's got a huge number of amazing projects under her belt, and I would recommend Googling Mary McGlynn. Under her belt? Is that right?
Yeah.
Feather in her cap? Under her belt? Yeah.
Under her belt.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's not like
Notch
below
in
the belt.
Notch
No,
in the
it's
bedpost.
Under the belt. Yeah. Oh. We've got several
that's
different
Steve
things
Blunt.
going on here. If you've seen much of the original series, you know that some of the acting was a bit like nails on a chalkboard, especially the villains, and the audio quality wasn't good to begin with, so it was a bit of a shambles. There's definitely some fresh and diverse talent to discover in the reboot. Notably, Dominican-born Amy Carrero stars as Adora / She-Ra. Her work also includes the lead role in Elena of Avalor and Opal in Critical Role's Exandria Unlimited. She's a pretty cool lady. AJ Michalka, best known as half of the musical duo Ali and AJ, provides a refreshing take on Catra, who has been upgraded to a main protagonist after a minimal role in the original series. Glimmer is the princess of a region called Bright Moon and is voiced by Karen Fukuhara, who is the female in Amazon's The Boys, Katana in Suicide Squad, and Kipo in Kipo and the Age of the Wonder Beasts. So pretty cool. That's kind of unexpected. You wouldn't look at that character and think, oh, that's the female from The Boys.
She's also a very, very cool person.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah,
She
we had her as a guest years ago, and she decided she was going to come down and hang out while we did the sketch off, and so the sketch off then became like sci-fi versions of Katana.
Oh, cool.
Amazing.
She's a really cool person.
Oh, that's awesome. Very cool. Marcus Scribner is Bo the Archer, and Marcus's most notable previous acting role was for the ABC sitcom Blackish. I don't know if he's done much other voice acting, though, but yeah, it suits the character really well. There are so many other iconic and impressive names on the cast list, which includes Lorraine Toussaint, Keston John, Genesis Rodriguez, Jordan Fisher, Sandra Oh, Gina Davis, Daniel Day Kim, Amanda C. Miller, and Melissa Fumero from Brooklyn Nine-Nine. So
Damn.
just a whole lot going on there. That's not even the whole list. I also want to mention genderqueer LGBT activist Jacob Tobias specifically, since they portray an actual genderqueer character in the form of the shapeshifter Double Trouble, which is pretty cool. They also had another gender fluid character later on.
Very cool.
So they got more progressive as the show went on. They did say that if they had their time over again, they probably wouldn't have made the genderqueer characters seem alien and hostile. Just a bit of a controversial move there, but still, yeah. They've admitted that, so that's nice. There are very few original characters that were left out of the reboot, like that's Madame Raz. People weren't sure whether they were going to include her or not because she was a bit of a weird one. But yeah, she fits in really well. In the 80s version, He-Man himself is the one who instigates Adora's transformation into She-Ra, but he doesn't appear in the reboot at all. And he's not missed, in my opinion. I think it'd just be a bit of a distraction.
You're
He's
not
got his own
welcome in
shows,
this
you know?
space.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a brief reference also to Cowl, an
Oh,
owlish, koala-ish
Oh my
sidekick
God.
in the form of a stuffed toy in Glimmer's bed. Very
Cute.
brief, and that's okay.
'Cause that's enough.
Yeah, it was an interesting character, but yeah, there's enough going on this show that they don't need him there. The series showrunner and creator is N.D. Stevenson, a trans-masculine
Yes.
cartoonist, who became known for their Eisner Award-winning comics, Nimona and Lumberjanes. Very cool person. Check them out.
Man,
They're
back
very
in the
active on
Tumblr
Twitter.
days. Back in the Tumblr days, that's where I discovered Noelle.
Oh, awesome. Yeah. They're very
I
active
love
on
their
Twitter
work.
now, so I would recommend giving them a follow. They've just posted a Star Wars original cartoon, like a fan-inspired story.
Cool.
So fan-inspired? I mean, Star Wars-inspired fan story. Check it out.
Yeah, cool.
She-Ra, aka the Hi Adora show, had an all-female writer's room and was primarily created using traditional animation. The story is complete with 5 seasons ending in 2020. Likened to Steven Universe, Avatar, The Last Airbender, and even Killing Eve, the reboot received critical acclaim, with particular praise for its diverse cast and complex relationship dynamics. There was the usual outcry from dudes who thought She-Ra in shorts instead of a miniskirt would ruin their childhoods. But many
It's
skeptics
not
may
for
have.
you.
Yeah, it's not for you. Oh my gosh. Go watch He-Man, guy. Jeez. Many skeptics who actually went on to watch the show came away impressed, and it has a really high score on Rotten Tomatoes, which is, uncommon for something that with such a controversial release. There's actually a really fun episode called Roll With It, with references to different genres and a homage to the original character costumes and theme music. That was really nice.
Amazing.
Yeah. That episode's great. Like, if you don't watch the rest of the show, just watch Roll With It, because it's just packed with references. It's fantastic.
And I know what I'm doing now.
Yeah. I'd recommend watching the whole show, though, if you have time. It's really good.
I started watching it and I was like, this is really good, and then didn't come back to it because a lot of other shit to watch.
Yeah, very true. The new She-Ra series is no longer just a vehicle to sell toys, nor is it He-Man Girl Edition. The show has appeal for all ages, genders, and orientations, with current and poignant messages. Fabulous secrets will be revealed to you the day you hold aloft your TV remote and select Netflix's She-Ra and the Princesses of Power.
Can you just go back one GIF?
Yep. So I feel.
That's how that works. That's how
Yeah.
that works.
Just gay shit. Bam.
Yep.
Yes.
There
Beautiful.
you go.
I really
Nice
do need to
work.
go back and give it another go. I started watching it, but I found it a little bit junior in the first season. And
I found it a
definitely
bit.
gets better over time.
Yeah, it's a
Okay.
bit like. There's a few shows like that, but yeah, it's a bit like kiddie and kind of at the start, and then it gets a lot better.
All
Yeah,
right,
it was
I'll keep
testing the
going.
waters in the first season.
Yeah.
I'll save
Yeah.
it for my weekends when I'm like having a sleep in. I love watching cartoons on a weekend.
My favorite thing in the fucking world to do these
Yeah.
days is Saturday morning watch cartoons. Get up,
Get your
whatever
bowl of
the fucking
cereal,
cartoons I've got.
Sit on the floor
Yeah.
in front of the TV,
Yeah.
pajama bottoms.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's amazing. Right. Lovely.
Thanks,
Well done.
Amy. That was
I-
really
I-
good.
I've seen so many people who are so excited about the whole Catra Dora shipping and going, yay! This is a show that is aimed at younger people, but is so LGBTIQA plus friendly, and overt with it. Not just going like, even if you get to the end of Avatar, like whatchamacallit, the second
Korra.
one, Korra.
Yeah.
Very
It's-
yeah.
implied, but it's like, fuck it, just say it.
Yeah, stop
Yeah,
implying things. Just be gay.
Or
Be gay, do crimes.
Where they're like, oh, you got married to dude you've never met in the series before, and you give him a hug. Okay.
Mm.
Married. Uh-huh.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the thing. I didn't realize that they had the classic one up on Netflix. Damn it. Yeah. Yes.
Oh, yeah, I didn't know.
That's a shame.
Mm.
But it still exists, and it's not taking away if you like the old one, the new one.
No. I think she's just saying that it's a shame that they.
I know. I'm not talking to you. I'm just talking to nameless.
Okay, right. The broader.
It's talking to the incels.
Yeah.
They're not here. That's the great thing. That's
Yeah.
what I love about our people.
It's
They're
so
not-
nice that they're not here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can have this thing and not have to go shut the
Do
fuck
they
up.
even still exist? Did they
Incels?
die out yet?
Yeah.
They've
Not
been
yet.
quiet for a while.
I'm sure that they're. Yeah, that's true. But I mean, it's if
I don't
we
want to get into anything too
That's
weighty.
a chat for another day.
Yeah. Coming up next month on Political Mates.
we can talk about invading Ukraine. It'll be
Yeah, what the heck's going on with Ukraine?
I think we would like to say probably that our thoughts are with everyone in the Ukraine. Obviously, fuck Putin,
Definitely.
etc., etc.
great. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. I mean, we have the extraordinary privilege to be in a country where everything's pretty chilled, and we get to come together on a Friday night and talk about cartoons that we love.
Yeah.
Let's
If
take a
anyone
moment
has
to
any-
recognize that and go, fuck yeah,
Yeah. If anyone has any ways we can legitimately support the situation, feel free to drop them in the chat. It's hard to know what's, actually going to help, but yeah. If anyone knows, let us know.
Yes, please do.
Yeah. I would say one thing we can do to help is not share shitty memes about the situation and probably sharing actual facts.
Yeah,
Guys,
not directing.
it's not meme worthy. It's like
No.
actual people's lives. So
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I forgot what I was going to say.
That's okay.
Well, I'm
Oh,
sure it
not-
was good.
Putting hate on Russian citizens. Like, they didn't do it.
Oh yeah,
It's just one guy,
government and people are separate.
Russia's not
Yeah.
evil. It's just this one guy.
And seeing the Russian people who are now protesting at risk of their own fucking lives in Russia, that's imagine that. Imagine, protesting a war that your country is currently in and knowing that there is as good a chance as not that by being in that protest, you're going to be vilified or potentially, endangered by your own government. So anyway, that got serious.
yeah.
That's okay though. It's fine.
Yeah.
Animation gets serious too.
Sometimes.
Do you have another game?
Yes.
I do. Speaking of meme worthy, it's time to head back into the old gladiator arena.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't see whether you're sharing.
It's
so
up.
let
It's
me-
up.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, David Quinn.
Yes.
There's a maze of rings high in the sky. Careful you don't get caught in a gladiator's thighs.
That's terrible. That would be.
Maybe he does.
Hang into. That's
Well,
all I can remember
Quinny.
of that song.
Would you like to see whose thighs you're about to get squeezed between?
I would love to know, and I sincerely hope that it's going to be who I think it is.
Unfortunately, Helga and I had a dispute before before the game, so Helga has been disqualified because she's why I'm wearing the Band-Aid on my chin. In replacement, and because she's bigger than you, so we thought it would be unfair. You're going to be facing.
That's exactly who I was hoping for.
Oh, he is pretty.
Oh my gosh.
He's a pretty man.
And he knows. He knows it.
I want to go up against Atlas.
You would like to be stuck between his thighs?
Yes.
And if,
Yes.
if he consents to it, yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Yes.
exactly. I'd ask him nicely first.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dear Atlas, can I please be squashed between your thighs like a small egg?
Would you like to play Hang Tough?
Horizontal hang tough. Look, it would have been Friday night without the innuendo.
Yeah. In your end, anyway.
In Hang Tough, you have 60 seconds to try and get to the gladiator's platform, moving from right to left. The G spot is where you want to get.
Okay.
Um,
I just couldn't find it for a second. I was looking all over and I couldn't see it.
Right, yes. Now, you can move basically from ring to ring. You can't skip a ring. You can't move diagonally. You can go up, down, left, and right. Okay? From left to right. A green ring means you can go forward. A red ring means you have to go back and find another way through.
You're going to have to help me out with that one because I'm red-green colorblind.
I'll tell you, yeah. I was trying. I was like, what colors can blue and orange? I don't know.
Blue and orange is usually the best option, but whatever.
You have to tell me. Okay.
Okay.
Next time they'll be blue and orange, but for now they're red and green, and I'll tell you.
Okay.
Okay. 60 seconds on the clock. Oh, choose your starting ring. Just from top to bottom, 1 to 7.
I'm going to start at 2.
Okay, so this one.
Ring 2. Yeah. I thought it was from the bottom, but whatever.
Oh, okay, fine. That's fine too. Ring 2.
Yep.
Okay.
Ring.
3, 2, 1, go.
Okay, it's green.
Okay.
Do you wanna go-
Go up,
Okay.
and now
It's green.
So where's he moving? Or
No, you just have to get across.
oh, okay. Well, then forward. Keep going straight.
Okay, it's green.
Okay, now vertical up.
Okay, it's green.
Okay, now straight ahead.
Like
Yeah,
to the
that way.
Okay, it's green.
Okay, straight ahead again.
Oh, it's red.
Oh no!
Can't do it that way.
Okay, I'll go vertical.
Okay, it's green.
Okay, now go left.
It's green. You're in the scoring zone. 10 seconds.
Cool. Okay,
Quick,
I'm
Connie.
going to go straight left.
Oh, it's red.
No, go up.
Quick,
No, left.
quick.
Ah.
Oh no! Oh
Good
You
effort,
still got
Queenie.
a score though, hey.
Sorry, but you did get into the scoring zone, so that's 5 points.
no! Oh, okay, cool.
Yay.
Thanks.
Well done.
I'm excited about this.
And of
You
course,
didn't
the
die.
path
Oh.
through the thing
Oh.
was like so.
I see.
Oh man, I was doing okay there for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we'll be back. Quinny scores 5 points, which means after 3 rounds, Jill is on 10, Amy's on 10, and Quinny's on 5. Means Jill is taking on Amy in the Eliminator.
Wow. Yeah.
So we'll be back
Yeah.
with the Eliminator after Quinny's presentation on the Gladiators.
I'm so impressed by all of the effort that you've gone to. It's
And
terrifying.
stop sharing my screen.
Yay. Okay. So I'm going to start, and funnily enough, this is something we vaguely discussed. Yes, we do love being in the scoring zone. This is something that we discussed before we started, but also when you come to reboots, I had a lot of different thoughts about what I wanted to talk about. I thought, okay, I should do the cartoon that's been rebooted the most. And I'm pretty sure that's, Scooby-Doo. And I realized, no, I don't actually like Scooby-Doo that much.
I think we talked
and
about
then-
Scooby-Doo vaguely like a couple months ago.
Yeah, there's that too. I also thought I'll do the one that is probably getting the most reboots at the moment, which is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. has been through a lot. But then I was like, yeah, and I'm hoping that the new one is actually great. But I made the decision to go He-Man.
Ah,
God, I'd like to thank our sponsors tonight, the
Yeah.
Netflix.
Nation and Netflix.
Mattel.
Absolutely. He-Man.
And
Yes.
the masters of the
So we're going back and
universe.
having a quick look at the
I am Adam,
original
Prince of Eternia,
intro from
defender of the
1983.
secrets of Castle Grayskull.
It's just so
This is
banging.
Cringer, my fearless friend.
Fearless?
Fabulous secret powers were revealed to
And
me the day I
I
held
love
aloft
the
my
hair.
magic
I love
sword
the
and
pink.
said,
I love
By the
everything.
power of Grayskull.
But all of that 70s funk in the music is a thing of great, powerful beauty. Now, originally, Cringer was meant to say, "I have the power too." That's why his mouth's moving. But then they went, "That's dumb." So we're not.
I became He-Man, the most
None of the rest of it
powerful
was
man
dumb,
in
but
the
that was dumb.
Yeah, well, you know. So
You know, not
remember
any
that
of the
name,
weird
Lou
villains'
Scheimer?
names,
Keep that in
like-
mind.
What was it?
These
Puncher or
are friends,
Fister
the
or
sorceress.
Okay,
Arms and
I think we've had enough of that. So you kind of get the bad guys of Skeletor, who I do love. Okay, so this is, of course, He-Man and the Masters of the Universe. So originally, He-Man started in 1981 before it was even a TV show at all. It was the comic books that came with the toys. Oh, damn it. That's the images have gone a little bit over some of the text. So all ideas of the story were originally in these comic books that were sold with the toys. There was no Prince Adam at all. He-Man was a warrior tribesman and was a part of a tribe that had a thing to do with these weird green tigers. Funnily enough, that'll come back later. At the time, they were actually sued for being too similar to Conan. And so they had to make a few changes. It was a post-apocalyptic setting. So it wasn't actually this magical Eternia or anything like that. It was post-apocalyptic, I think Earth, but I'm not entirely sure. And
Just give him shoes. That's it.
yeah, no, he wears skin and has a thing, and that's it. In some of the later ones, they started to adapt things a little bit more. So they gave him his powers, which came from his actual outfit, but there was still no power sword. So the whole thing about He-Man and the power sword and Skeletor was not included in any of those original books. But I like that in this slide, you can see that He-Man apparently got game as he is talking to... Yo, what's up, sorceress? But that's also one of the weird things. That is the sorceress of Grayskull, who in the toy version later became Teela. So this whole thing of her wearing the snake headdress and everything, which, you know, was never really explored in the cartoon, was tried to be explained at least in the pack-in comics. But then they kind of dropped that. And in 1983, we get to the cartoon, which we just saw the intro for. So obviously aimed at younger children and made a lot more child-friendly. Important things. They gave Man-at-Arms a moustache. Up until that point, no moustache. So hence the toy never having a fucking moustache, which always annoyed the shit out of me.
Did
Just
you
draw one
ever text her one in?
Yeah.
I did, absolutely. Because it was very important that he had a moustache. The cartoon also introduced Orko, much to the annoyance of pretty much everybody. Now, the thing that's amazing about it is it only ever ran for 2 seasons. It ran from 1983 to 1985, and it had 130 episodes, but which, I mean, was the typical thing of kids' cartoons at the time, which was just keep pumping those episodes out. But that 130 episodes kept rerunning and rerunning and rerunning, and it was the biggest selling toy. And yes, I'm sorry, Chest Angela, I know a lot of people liked Orko. I wasn't one of them. Though he had a cool toy that had a pull thing and he spun around, it was a thing. So yeah, from 1983 to 1985, it was the biggest selling toy line in the world, selling millions and millions and millions of units. Sorry?
Nope.
Oh, I thought somebody said something. Okay.
Nope.
And of course, in 1985, sorry, it got its spin-off, which was She-Ra, which we, of course, have talked about before this, which also only got 2 seasons. So John Irwin played the role of He-Man in this, and he has that ridiculous baritone voice that we just heard before, which I fucking love. And I think it's the best thing in the world. But second only to Alan Oppenheimer, who is the voice of Skeletor. Alan Oppenheimer, people will probably better remember as anyone?
I know. Oh, man, I'm not in the mood for trivia. No, we just said he's Skeletor. I know he was someone else. Is he in Gargoyles?
No, he was Falcor.
I knew that.
Story.
Oh.
Yep. And that blew my fragile little mind when I found that out.
It's such a different voice.
I know, right? But when you hear him say it, and Sea Spray from the Transformers, true. But yeah, the reason I pointed out that name before, Lou Scheimer, who's one of the producers of it, Lou Scheimer is basically every other fucking character.
Also the lady characters, or?
Yes, yeah. Actually, Lou Scheimer's wife is most of the lady characters. So
Good on you, Lou. Keep it in the family.
Yep. He's doing the right thing by all those. In 1987, we got the first reboot, the Masters of the Universe movie.
God.
Yep. So
Courtney
I'm
Cox,
going
question
to.
mark?
Sorry.
I'm just interested in the question marks.
That's one of those things where you're like, really? Is that are we actually doing Courtney Cox? Yes, we are doing Courtney Cox. She's in this. No, we're doing her. So I'm just going to give you a quick taste of the Masters of the Universe movie.
At the far end of the universe, there is a planet ruled by a being of utter evil. And there is only one man who dares challenge him. They are locked in a battle to the death. A battle that will take them across the heavens.
Stop him!
A battle that will finally be fought.
I want them hunted down and brought to me!
Across the face.
Police! Nobody move!
Of Earth.
You slacker, McFly! No. They reused pieces of set from Return of the Jedi.
Can you show us the way?
No!
Okay. So, what I love about that, and we'll go back to that shot. Where is it? There. Very young Courtney Cox and very young Tom Paris from Star Trek Voyager.
Yes. Wow.
Yeah. So
I would watch that movie up until the point where they came to Earth. Why did you do that?
That was my problem with it too. Like, it was doing so well, and it was like, yeah, we're doing we're doing He-Man.
With so many of those like 80s, 90s things, always like, here's the characters you love on a big adventure. Now they're in the real world, and you're like, oh,
yeah. And this whole thing of like, can we include some guys, Gwildor, who's never appeared anyway? And this is the thing that mostly made people shitty about the movie, is that the characters that you'd seen in the toys and the whatever, all we really got was Evelyn, Skeletor, and He-Man. And Beast Man, but everything else was new. We were like,
are you telling me that Wham Man, Bam Man, and Thank You Ma'am Man were not in there?
There was no Wham Bam Thank You Ram Man. There's none of those characters, and it was really disappointing in that. But we did get Man of Arms, which was good, and Teela. But it was a shit film. There was going to be a sequel, but then they realized that they didn't make anywhere near enough money on it, so it got turned into a Jean-Claude Van Damme film called Cyborg. And also they ran out of money at the end of making the film. There is a great documentary about the making of it. It's hilarious, but they literally ran out of money and hadn't shot the ending. So there is a bit at the end where He-Man and Skeletor are having a fight to determine who is the master of the universe. It is shot on a black soundstage with one light.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it's amazing.
So I must see.
Yeah, yes, I must not see. Then we get to 1990, The New Adventures of He-Man, which, once again, nobody was expecting to be anything like what this was. He-Man is now sci-fi
Is that
guy.
Atlas from the Gladiators?
Yes. It's not good. I was gonna play the intro to it, but it's really, really not very good at all. Gets one season, 65 episodes. And the one thing that is kind of cool, Gary Chalk is the voice of He-Man in that, so he later went on to become Optimus Primal. But yes, look, He-Man's wearing pants. Did people complain in 1990 that he was wearing pants?
It's giving me
They just ruined my childhood.
Sean Connery.
Why you gotta be so woke?
Yeah.
Zardoz. It's giving me
Zardoz.
Zardoz. Outfit.
It does have a little bit of a Zardoz outfit going on. Yes, you are correct. I love it. Skeletor's main sidekick is a guy called Flog. I was just like, cool. But the worst feature of this whole goddamn thing is Skeletor. Skeletor. What the fuck?
No.
What? Have they not seen a skull before?
Why does he have a samurai helmet?
I don't know.
Yeah.
He has the helmet closes. It's a scene and nobody wants to be a part of it.
Oh no.
Then we take a long break until we get another reboot in 2002. And this series is now known as the 2000X series because it went over a couple of years. So I'm going to share this one because this one is actually pretty damn cool. So we'll just skip. Okay, just so you know, this is the 1991. We're not going to watch that.
Do you have a section on the continuation that didn't get made called Hero?
Well, I would love to, but I didn't actually cover that. But yeah, I will. So this is I'll come back to it. This is the 2002 intro.
Prince of Eternia, defender of the secrets of Castle Grayskull. This is Cringer, my fearless friend. Fabulous.
Yeah. Bad things
God.
happen. Yep.
By the power of Grayskull.
This show is actually really good.
Yes.
Voice is really
Looks
familiar.
great.
It's disturbing how good this is. So the one
It's got
thing
that epic anime look to it.
yeah, they really leaned in on the anime side.
Who
of
was
it.
the voice actor for He-Man next? He sounded really familiar.
Let's go. So the voice was Cam Clark, who played Leonardo and a bunch of he's one of those.
That's where I knew the voice.
Yeah.
Everyone.
Yeah.
Skeletor was played by Brian Dobson. He was fucking great in it. And yeah, the thing that really is that you'll get the idea of, it's a strangely good show. Like, for a reboot, it took a lot of care with the characters. The redesigns were done in conjunction with the people who were redoing the toy line, who are a company called Gentle Giant. And they're like, the toys matched the look of the series. They went for a little bit darker, grittier and stuff like that, but a heap more kind of action-y. One thing I do like, they got rid of the chest piece on He-Man and turned it into a stylized H, because they realized that He-Man was wearing an iron cross, which is the symbol, of the Nazi party.
Yeah.
So probably not a thing that there was. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure the animation for this one, or like one of the producers on this show, was like the guy who created Super Ted.
Oh wow, really?
Oh.
Yeah.
So, and the one thing I would say I don't love about it, there's so much sword spinning. Like, every fight is them just spinning weapons and then going. Ping,
Look, they're just going for style.
yeah.
There's nothing wrong with being stylish while
my God.
kicking butt.
Yes, there was a lot of style over substance. It got 2 seasons. The first season was really great. The second season, they actually changed the title of it. It became He-Man versus the Snake Men. And it was all about this ongoing storyline about the Snake Men taking over. It's a great series. If you can find it, the only drawback of it is it's in 4:3. Like, otherwise, it would. Yeah.
It's all on YouTube.
That's
Yeah.
all right. Go for the nostalgia.
Yeah, it's super cool and well worth a look.
Mm.
And we get to the 2021/22 Masters of the Universe Revelation. Now,
Yeah.
I will give you the brief introduction to that. And in a second now, Masters of the Revelation. There you go. So this one was interesting because it doesn't have all of the rights to everything. So whilst it was made with Netflix and with the blessing of Mattel, it didn't have the rights to a lot of the music or some of the design stuff from the original series. So it was considered to be a spiritual successor. And Kevin Smith, who was the director of it, was very clear in saying this is just a continuation of the old series, and picked up on storylines and elements of that old series. There were some things that people kind of felt were missing. Like it's very obviously a love letter to it, but even though you got to love the music's great, it still doesn't necessarily hit that magical kind of nostalgia note.
Yeah.
I think it's a really good series if you're not familiar with any of the old stuff and want to watch He-Man.
Absolutely.
It works as a good jumping on point, I think.
Yeah. So yeah, and I mean, as this is a great version. People loved it. There was a lot of fucking hate.
Why you gotta be so woke?
Exactly. This whole concept that just because the writer dared to kill off one of the characters in a way that was very clearly not going to be permanent, and have Teela be essentially the lead character for a whole different fucking, for the first 4 or 5 episodes. God forbid. Oh my God. Of course, everybody knows Mark Hamill as Skeletor was wonderful and very, very, very good. And as Chest Angela makes the point, this makes a lot of sense because Adam and He-Man actually look different, as did he look different in the 2002 series, which I liked. They weren't just the same model with a pink shirt. And so this one came out on Netflix in July last year. And then in probably the weirdest fashion that anyone's seen, 2 series is running on Netflix at the same time, both Masters of the Universe, not with a different title, except that one's, Masters of the Universe Revelation. This one was just He-Man and Masters of the Universe, making it fucking near impossible to search. Like if you went searching for He-Man or Masters of the Universe or whatever on Netflix, guarantee you would get the wrong one. So this series was a surprise. People had talked about it as being, Netflix is going to do a kid-friendly He-Man because the previous one was considered to be not kid-friendly, or aimed at the adult collector market, if you will. Whereas this one was aimed very, very definitely at kids. So let's have a quick look at this one. I gotta say, I really like it. So yes, Netflix, blah blah blah. Come on, do the thing.
I have the power!
So that's Ram Mam. That's the sorceress, who's also kind of Teela. Man-at-Arms is a young kid who's got all the cool tech. That's Cringer, who's not cringy at all.
Man-at-Arms looks a bit like Samus. What is with that tiny head? Very tiny head.
It is a very, very tiny head. You are correct. So yeah,
That's
that is.
interesting.
Yeah, look, a lot
That's
of people
very
are like, "Oh,
for 8-year-old boys.
Looks like a game trailer,
yeah,
like a mobile game or something.
yeah." It's
Yes.
He-Man skipped leg day, absolutely.
He skipped head day.
Yeah. Brain day. This needs a bigger head.
So yeah, this is the most recent version. Yuri Lowenthal, who's a good friend, is both Adam and He-Man. And in this one, the storyline continues for a long time with Keldor as opposed to Skeletor. And the voice actor for that is amazing. He is having the best fucking time in this series, and he is so camp, but also wonderfully evil. It's very definitely based on the new kind of kid way of doing animation of big transformation sequences and repetition of super attacks and stuff like that. So
Oh yes, the new way of doing that. Totally.
Well,
not
okay.
running Sailor Moon and
Okay, yes,
everything.
You need to be able to yell out on the playground when you're playing He-Man.
Yeah.
But yeah, look, if it's super kid friendly, but the graphics, the visual on it are just amazing, and they do a lot of really cool stuff with cutout imagery. So like headdresses and stuff like that are cut out of background stars and everything. It's just
Cool.
it's got a really distinctive style, and I love it. So that is all the different He-Mans. And sorry, I just realized I've been going forever.
He-Mans or He-Man?
He, they, men. He slash they.
Yeah.
Slash they men.
So yeah, look, I was super tempted to do Ninja Turtles because they are amazing, but also, quite frankly, that would have been a show unto itself.
Yeah. It's an undertaking.
Yeah,
we might
it
need
is.
a Animates Quinny Turtles special.
Oh no,
Well,
no.
we could do a show that's all different iterations of Turtles. We each cover a version of Turtles.
Yeah, we could.
That would be kind of fun, actually.
Yeah.
Dedicated turtle.
Yeah, we'll put that on the list. Maybe after this, we'll talk about some options for next month, and you can put in your votes and what have you.
Yeah, nice.
Both Turtles.
Yeah. Lovely. Do we have a game for you, Will, or are you?
Sure,
going
we
to
have the Eliminator.
The Eliminator.
As we get into the final of.
Oh, hang on. I've got to add the thing. Add to stream. Yeah. There we go. Now you're right.
Clearly, that guy still works at Channel 7. I'm pretty sure. All the time.
Right.
And that means it's time for. We do
It's you and me, Amy.
So after the 3 rounds, Jill had 10 points, Amy had 10 points, Quinny left in the dirt on 5 points.
Yeah. But there you go. Jill has 10. Amy has 10. Quinny, nothing.
No, you got 5. You got into the scoring zone.
Oh. So much drama.
My goodness.
RIP headphone users.
Okay, we're going to be... wait a sec. Let's just give you a chill pill for a second.
Okay.
Oh my God, Will.
Because I can't hear.
Every time you show us the back end of this, I'm like, holy shit.
The programming, though.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. So I lied when I said there was no quizzing. There's quizzing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So what's the deal? So like whoever buzzes in first?
Yeah, sure. I can't see who's buzzing, so Quinny, you just adjudicate. So basically, you have to get 6 questions. Whoever gets to 6 questions first wins.
Okay.
Right.
We ask 6 questions.
Yes.
No, you're being asked 6 questions, and you have to go. Eh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
And I will adjudicate.
Oh, so we'll make a noise, not.
Oh yeah, pick your
Jill.
buzzer noises so I can tell.
I'm just gonna do this.
Yeah, large movements and noises helpful.
Okay, so Jill's going and Amy's going meep. Tonight's questions will be taken from the 1993 quiz book from the Sale of the Century board game.
Good.
Amy wasn't born then, so
I'm familiar.
It's fine. I'm skipping
I
the.
weren't born yet.
It's
All right.
Okay, here we go. In the hit 2 films, feeding mugwais after midnight created nasty little creatures called.
Jill.
Gremlins.
Okay, Jill, you're blue. Amy's red.
Okay.
In
With
which
rage.
section of a library do you usually find encyclopedias?
What do you mean by which section?
In which section
Me?
of a library?
History?
No.
Meh. I'm gonna go
Yes.
information.
Yeah.
Is that a section?
Reference.
Reference.
I also
Oh.
would have accepted the garbage dump because.
I like Rob's answer, just non-fiction.
Yeah.
Again,
Technically, it's true.
Yeah.
It is
Multiple choice. A red admiral is an A, fish, B, butterfly, C, dog.
true. Me?
Yes,
Jill,
It's
Amy.
a fish.
it is not a fish.
Oh,
Jill.
balls.
What were the other options again?
Butterfly or dog?
Butterfly?
Yes.
Oh,
That was going to be my
Three.
second guess.
damn.
Struggling here. True or false? True or false? A kilogram of feathers is lighter than a kilogram of rot. Yes, Amy?
Amy.
They weigh the same. Still feathers.
That's right.
Wait,
Jill,
what?
Amy on the board with one.
Oh, it was red, and I was like, I got it wrong.
No, you're
You're
the
red.
best contestant. Okay. How many letter A's does the word Australia have?
Meh.
3.
Jill.
Sorry.
2. Oh wait,
My bad.
shit.
No. not two.
I already.
Amy.
Amy.
I'm so sorry. I think I didn't wait for Quinny to acknowledge which one of us.
That's
went
okay.
first.
Jill said it
No,
wrong.
that's all right. I fucked it up.
Jill got the number wrong.
Pretty sure it's 3. I haven't counted, but I think it might be 3.
It is 3.
Okay. For 2 points.
It's only 2 if you say Straya.
Australia, yeah. It was the local
Okay.
way. So
For 2 points. Who are we? We were created in 1983 when 2 American cartoonists developed an outrageous idea into a satirical adult comic strip. 4 years later, toy manufacturing started and an animated cartoon series appeared on TV. By 1990, our figures were being produced at the rate of 10 million a month, with videos and the movie about our crime-fighting, sewer-dwelling exploits to our credit. Yes.
Jill.
Ninja Turtles.
Yes. 2 points.
2 points.
Rob,
Yeah.
Rob got that
Amazing.
early.
Yeah, I was with Rob.
Yeah.
Could have been a lot
Which
of things.
detail did I miss? So
The sewer
it
dwelling.
was so vague.
Yeah, the
Oh,
sewer bit was what
That
I
was
mean,
the-
yeah,
could have been a
one.
number of things.
but I
before
feel like
then.
Rob guessed before that.
Yeah.
By 1990, Ninja Turtles was outselling everything. So yeah.
Ah.
Okay.
He knows.
True or
his-
false? So Jill needs to get 2 more right to win.
Ooh.
Okay.
Okay.
True or false? Cats can't see colors.
Me, false.
No, it's true.
Oh my god, it was just a guess anyway.
I thought they could
I'm
see
sorry,
the
Jill, I took your guess.
color purple.
It may be 1993 understanding of science. I'm not sure.
Oh, okay, I forgot.
Yeah.
I think it's been debunked since '93.
I'll take the L on that one though. We're going by 1993.
We'll give it. I'll give it to you. They can see what's happening.
Yay!
Complete the proverb. Many hands make.
Meh.
Jill.
I forgot my noise.
Light work.
Ooh.
Okay.
I like that you completely forgot your noise. So it just came out. Meh.
Okay. If Jill gets the next question right, she wins. For 2 points. So Jill, Amy, you can still catch up. For 2
Ooh.
points. Who am I? Although it's more what am I, but anyway.
Meep, your will.
No. But I'll accept it. 2 points.
Yay!
Anyway, good.
It never works.
Thanks, Will.
In what city does
a sympathy
Australia's
award.
Parliament meet?
Meep.
Yes?
City. Shit. Is it Canberra? Canberra. Is it
Correct.
city? Oh my gosh. Okay. Yes.
Okay, whoever gets the next question right is the winner.
Ooh.
They are supposed to catch tuna fish, but they kill dolphins and other species as well. What environmental hazard was known
Man.
in 1993 as the Wall of Death?
Jill?
Oh, I was just gonna say
I thought it was
humans,
just
but
gonna
like
say
fishing
nets.
nets.
Just nets. That's my guess too.
Drift net still wins.
Yeah. Yep. You said it first, Jill.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Technically, you both said it.
We
Anyway,
both win.
maybe it's a tie.
Yay.
No,
Yeah,
because
we can
cut
share
this
the prize.
award in half,
Yeah, Jill wins.
or like
Yeah,
half
we
a
get half a
year
Q-tip
each.
each. Yay.
Yeah. Yay, well done.
Amazing.
Yes. Drift nets. They were drift nets.
Ooh.
Yay,
Drift nets.
Oh, sorry.
Wall
Cool.
of Death. Wow. Thanks
Well
for doing
done.
that, Will. That was incredible.
No,
The amount of effort you put into these things is terrifying. Will.
Unfortunately, the
Yeah.
sound didn't work.
Ah,
That's
That's
okay.
That's okay.
But like, look at what you can do with PowerPoints, guys.
Yeah. You can make. I could have sold my Waldorf to the New York Times.
Yeah. You'd be a bloody millionaire.
I'll be acquired like a
Yeah.
video game company. Yeah. Cool. I guess it's my turn to present, and I'll be super quick because it's 9:15, and I didn't really get a chance to prepare anything because I was making a wall of colors.
I was going to say.
Yeah. It's past my
You-
bedtime because I was only just born.
No.
Literally born yesterday.
Oh, wow. Okay. You ready?
Yeah. Oh, we're going to take on Ancient Spirits of Evil.
Yeah. Woo.
Can they see it yet?
They can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. It's Thundercats, the 2011 anime reboot.
Woo. Woo. Ah.
Yes.
11.
So I'm very excited.
Originally, the 1980s cartoon, obviously, was produced by Rankin and Bass and based on characters created by Ted Wolfe. There you go. It
Like
consisted of
the Wolf of the
65 episodes, season 1, and then a TV movie entitled Thundercats Ho. I assume it was about a female Thundercat. Seasons 2, 3, and 4 also contained 20 episodes. Each series started with a 5-part story, which was written by an actual writer to set the tone for the season and the toys, and then they would, let them go off and do whatever they want. In 2011, it was classic Thundercats, yay. In 2011, it was rebooted by Ethan Spaulding and Michael Jelenic for Cartoon Network, animated by the Japanese studio 4 Degrees Celsius, who've worked on a lot of very cool anime kind of stuff. The art director was Dan Norton, who is now at Riot Games, and I believe had a lot to do with Arcane and that kind of stuff. Yeah, he's like the art director of Riot, I think.
That's very cool.
So the main difference between new Thundercats and old Thundercats, apart from their slightly too sexual character
He
model,
looks like fucking Cloud from Final Fantasy.
He does, yeah.
And he's wearing pants.
Yeah. But not a shirt.
I was gonna say it.
So in the original Thundercats, the Thundercats were, I guess, ostensibly like you started the show with them coming from outer space and all that kind of thing. In this one, they are sort of already established on Earth with a kingdom of, like an animal kingdom of Thundera. It is not like a fantasy, like post-apocalyptic Earth or whatever. Basically, On the planet known as Third Earth, the cats lived and thrived for generations in the kingdom of Thundera. The cats are led by Claudus with his goofy, lazy son Lion-O. One night, the kingdom is attacked by a Trojan horse led by the evil sorcerer Mumra.
They don't have tails?
Sexy Chitara.
Oh,
I'm
damn.
sorry, but Lion-O was sexy.
Well, I know, but I just...
I'm like, I
Lion-O
don't like the
didn't
way
have-
this
Why
is
is
making me
the
feel.
model of her have like a topless shot?
model.
Yeah, I don't know. This is
Yeah,
the
see,
official
once
model
you
sheet.
give them clothes and then you start taking them off, that's when it
Mm.
becomes sexual.
Yeah,
Well,
and
funnily
they...
enough, the first episode of the old Thundercats, they're all naked. Like they walk
Yeah.
around for the first however long without clothes, and then they put them on, and it's
Yeah.
weird.
Yeah. A small band of surviving Thunderians after their city is attacked, led by Lion-O, who gets the Sword of Omens, have to seek out the Book of Omens. He's joined by Chitara and Panthro and Wily, Kit and Cat and that kind of thing. And they meet a ragtag crew of friends along the way, like the Burbles and the Petals and all kinds of people. It's just lovely. Lots of characters. Lion-O is voiced by Batman Beyond, Will Friedle.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Tigra is voiced by Matthew Mercer, which is pretty cool.
Oh,
Mhm.
yeah.
Sexy
Yeah.
Chitara is voiced by Emmanuel Shiriki from Entourage and currently Superman and Lois.
Hmm.
Panthro is Kevin Michael Richardson.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yep.
Yes.
The evil Mumra is voiced by Robin Atkin Downs. Groon is Clancy Brown. Slife
Cool.
is Eagly, also known as D. Bradley Baker. And
Or every clone.
yeah, and your other evil characters show up too, like Atticus, who's also voiced by Robin Atkin Downs, Kanar, a jackal, and Voltaire, a vulture. And along the way, they're joined by Humaira, who's a Thundercat, who in this version of the show, it's quite a sad story. She was in the city of Thundera when the things attacked. She got crushed by some rubble. And as Lion-O and his friends were leaving to go on their adventure, they actually walked past her and she was crying out from the rubble, "Help me, you're walking past me, help me, help me, help me." And they just kept walking and didn't. And then Mumra found her and corrupted her and made her evil. So there's but Lion-O has a...
Assholes.
Yeah. Lion-O's a dick in this for at least
Yeah. Now, as with many shows around this time, it got cancelled before its time, as you might imagine. But quite interestingly, after the show was finished, they sort of discussed how it might go on, might have gone on if the show wasn't cancelled. In season 2, they would have detailed how Mumra created the Snarfs. Slife's dark history with Linkso, which would explain Slive and the Lizard's relationship with Mumra and why they sided with him. Mumra tricking Wily Cat and Kid into bringing the Sword of Omens to him so it could send them to Eldora to find their parents. And Humaira, corrupted, would be transformed into a wicked insectoid monster on a mission to capture the Thundercats. Lion-O refusing to kill her. So Tigra kills her instead when she's about to kill Lion-O, and then Tigra and Lion-O go fighting. And then also Lion-O goes into the Book of Omens to train, which is a bit like the room in Dragon Ball Z. Or
I was gonna say
or whatever.
time chamber thing.
Yeah, time chamber room. And when he comes out after 10 years, he marries Wily Cat, apparently.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's deeply strange.
Yes, I'm not quite sure why. Anyway, Thundercats 2011 is really good.
play you a little bit of the
Yes.
visuals of it.
On third Earth,
Um,
empire stood above all.
so one thing I do love about it,
just half.
so that version is the old, that's Lino's father, is voiced by Larry Kenny, who was the original Lino in the old series.
Oh, how cool.
Written that he would be born of fire, a king to lead his people to victory against ancient spirits
Nice.
of evil.
I didn't know it was on DVD, so now I have to get it. Not that I have a fucking DVD player, but whatever.
That's Blu-ray.
You got a PlayStation, you got a DVD and Blu-ray.
Yeah,
Blu-ray.
it doesn't play things at the moment.
Oh.
Yes, it's a bad time. It is super fucking epic. Matthew Mercer.
Oh, cute.
The style's really cool.
Like it's so clearly anime inspired.
Well, not inspired because it was done by an anime studio, right?
Go.
Well, yes.
Can't do this alone.
You won't have to.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Just noise. Just noise.
Thunder! The day I have always feared has arrived. Thunder to the death! Thunder!
Thundercats!
That actually looks really cool.
Yeah.
And I'm not just saying that because of the hot cat woman.
It's very good, and though the trailer may have given you the idea that it would have the classic Thundercats theme, they got about the rights to about 5 seconds of it.
Which you just heard at the end.
There's like 10 seconds of it in the opening, and that's all they were ever allowed to use. Because where did I get the Blu-ray? I got it from Amazon Warner Archive on demand, I think.
Yeah, I kind of need that because I remember being super excited for it at the time, getting hold of it, watching it, and like there's some really cool shit at the end of the series as well. And then, yeah, nothing. And now it's very difficult to find unless you can get Hulu.
Yes. Now, speaking of interesting reboots, I can't show you too much of this, but it's something I have in my little archive here. I thought you might want to see. This is the Captain Planet reboot movie that was never made.
Oh,
what?
That I have the concept art for to show you a little sneaky peeky at.
Are we using the Gladiator Arena screen?
No, yeah, I have a book.
Oh, hang on.
This is like the actual pitch book of the show.
Oh, wow.
It's going to be made.
Ooh.
So it was sort of set in a post-apocalyptic Blade Runner-y kind of world.
Of course.
Yeah, because why not? So you can see Guy and Wheeler and Kwame and Linka in the middle there. Marty was like a street urchin in this one.
Of course it was.
And they had a friend there. I think his name was like Top Knot or something like that. The big bulky guy there. The baddie in this one was the green guy on the end called Wrathmageddon.
Oh my god!
Oh dear.
What happened to good old Newton Plummer?
Like a sort of elemental spirit who didn't actually talk or anything like that.
Okay.
It's going to be like more of a golem-y kind of thing. The villain had a lovely relationship with his friend as well.
Oh,
man, they're distinctly such weird styles. Like in comparison to everything else.
A lot of different artists working on it, I think. Yeah, but it was. I'll read you the vague treatment of. I have 2 books, so this is like the thing. It was like the read.
Cool.
I love that you have this shit hanging around. Like everybody makes fun of me for being able to reach out of the screen and pull some photos.
And we're still going to, relentlessly.
Oh.
Ooh. When was this meant to be made? Like,
This was 95.
right, it has a mid-90s feel about it. There are a
Yeah.
lot of flat tops in there. And yeah, that is Master Chief.
Cool.
Yes. Little known fact, Halo was a Captain Planet spin-off. So Gaia was going to be like underground in this like city, like this Blade Runner kind of city with a bunch of like mutated people.
So depressing.
I was to say, in the usual sense of like, oh, good, yeah, dark, gritty.
Yeah.
grim dark.
There's a couple different versions of it, but one was like going to be like where they go from their time and then the world gets transformed into evil world, and then by the end it was going to be like an alternate take on Captain Planet, where they're actually in like a Blade Runner-y future kind of thing. My favorite one is the one where Marty gets squashed by a tree.
What?
Yeah, they squash Marty with a tree, and
This
then
is
Wheeler
too
gets
dark.
really upset and runs off, causing the world to be like destroyed. But then the baddie's like, ha ha ha, psych. I didn't kill Marty with a tree. It was a Marty robot that I made. And like after like 5 seconds after Wheeler's like gone off, you know, crying and destroyed the world, the real Marty comes back and goes like, "Hey, what happened?" And they're like, "He's died." It's not the
That
best.
old chestnut.
I love a good robot Marty.
It was not the best. It was not the best written script, to be honest.
I'm
But
getting
it was
No.
interesting. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh dear.
That's cool, Will. Very cool.
Yeah. I thought. Yeah. Since we're
Yeah.
talking about
Thanks for
reboots.
sharing.
Yeah,
That looks really good.
nice.
Yeah.
So what are we going to do next time? We haven't actually talked about this.
Yeah. So here's what I'm thinking.
Right.
Okay. Could do the Annals of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. We could do Animates, like anime mates.
Oh.
Okay.
Well, Quinny can't. He'll have to sit that one out.
Didn't you just go to like some weeb convention? Queen?
I'm about
Like
to next weekend.
everyone that he's ever been to before has
Yeah,
some
but this
sort
one
of-
specifically, it's called AkaCon. So
Yes.
so yeah,
Uh-huh.
it's a proper anime only convention, which I'm gonna have to bullshit my way through.
Fun.
You
AkaCon.
love pronouncing Japanese names.
Wakarimasen? That's the one. Let's go Akamara.
Yeah. What else do you want to do? We could do the other one I was thinking of, animation, but not in the traditional way. We could talk about real-time animation and maybe talk about our favorite video games, which are all animated.
Oh, okay.
It's an interesting one.
What we might do, shall we put a poll?
Put a
Yeah.
or get a vibe.
Yeah.
I don't know. Does everyone play video games? Because if someone doesn't play video games, then...
Yeah.
I think we all play video games, and it's when we find time. That's the problem.
Yeah.
I reckon straw poll on Twitter, like Adsky says. And just Angela, I do watch anime, just not often. And there's an ongoing gag that I don't watch it ever because I hate it.
He hates it. He actually does. I've tried. Yeah, but Amy will talk about Dragon Ball Z, and
Yeah, because I was born then.
yeah. It's fairly ubiquitous.
And I've definitely had time since I was born to watch the whole thing.
Yeah.
Yes, 2 days. You've also watched all of One Piece.
Yeah, and Naruto.
Well,
Well,
but we can only talk about the version of One Piece with the rap, like the 4Kids dub of One Piece.
I have to tell you that I used to watch like really bad downloaded off the internet versions of some anime, and like the subtitles on this version of One Piece that I was watching, where they were like screaming, "Get down!" The subtitle said "grovel." I'm like, oh, that's a
amazing.
bad Google Translate.
They're like terribly translated, like broken up into 3 parts episodes of anime online are such a rite of passage.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. You haven't lived unless you've looked at bad fan subs, and just gone, oh, I have fucking no idea what that's meaning.
I know an anime I could talk about that's not Sailor Moon.
Oh,
That is also a favorite of mine.
okay.
Oh.
Which
Mm.
one? Secret.
Okay, well,
This is
that,
it.
look,
Um,
yes.
Before we go, because it's 9:30, maybe we could just like, what's everyone's favorite animated show we've watched this month? Quinny,
Oh,
a little recommendation. Oh, Jill, you're smiling. You go.
Yeah, I'm gonna be Quinny to it and say Vox Machina.
God damn it.
on
Oh my
Amazon.
God.
It's gonna be the best.
I knew
cartoon
you were
I've
gonna
watched.
go there, and I'm like, son of a bitch.
Honestly, I think that's the only one I've watched lately either.
Sounds like we should all go and watch Vox Machina then. I guess not much else has come out.
And if you haven't listened to our podcast about the show and our interview with Liam O'Brien, go and do it. It was a very good interview.
Yeah.
And sometime in the next month too, we might have to do a like pre-recording of it, but we'll try and get the interview with the Carmen Sandiego voice director on the show. She
Yeah.
also did like Inspector Gadget and all
That'd
that
be
kind
very
of
cool.
very
That would
cool
be very
stuff.
cool.
Yeah, we'll do a little Animates special or something.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of anything else that I've watched that wasn't Vox Machina, and I'm like, I think that's pretty much it.
I watched because I'm not going to talk about it if we do Animates, but I watched Vinland Saga, which is a sort of Viking anime, like a historical Viking anime. Super good, worth checking out. It's on Amazon in dub. But there's a Blu-ray of it in English if you need that, like Quinny or whatever. That just
because I'm such a
but it's like it's really good. It's starts out, it's about this kid from a little Viking village who's the son of this ultimate warrior named Thor's. And then the Danish army say like, oh, you got to come help us take over the English, but it's really a ploy for them to kill Thor's for betraying them. And then little Thorfinn, his son, sort of swears to get revenge on Askeladd, the mercenary who kills his father. So it's sort of about his quest for vengeance. At least the first series is.
nice.
There's another series coming this year, but it's really good. Worth watching.
Cool.
Very cool. I remembered what the other thing that I have watched this month was. The Cuphead show.
Oh yeah.
Oh, hang on, and it won't share because it's Netflix. Damn it. So that it's very weird, very different, but actually a lot of fun.
Did you play the game at all? It was a game first.
It was the game first, yes. It's and interesting. Just Angela rewatched the Altered Carbon anime.
Oh, I didn't know there was one.
Yes.
I went back to have a go at watching Altered Carbon again because I was like, okay, I noped out of the second season and I started thinking I should probably try and rewatch that again. And I'm starting to nope out again. So, damn it.
Oh, man. I got up to the start of the season where Anthony Mackie took over.
That's the one.
And I watched the first episode and then I just didn't keep going.
That's
not
the
a
thing.
huge fan of the show at all, to be honest.
Yeah.
But,
That is also true. There is the Blade Runner anime. It's out. Black Lotus is out and has been out for a while. It's not great.
Damn.
Yeah, it's by the guys who did Ghost in the Shell Standalone Complex is obviously like a classic of anime.
Aniplex?
No.
No.
But anyway, so the people who did this one sort of came out of the people who made Standalone Complex, but they
Ah.
made like the CGI Standalone Complex on Netflix,
Oh, okay.
which is bad at the start and gets slightly better as it goes. But Blade Runner kind of is the same, and like the CGI is nice in spots and not great in other spots. So. It's okay. And apparently they're making the Lord of the Rings anime film that's coming out in a couple of years now.
Yeah, I saw that and I was like, oh, okay, interesting.
Yeah, but it's 2D, that Lord of the Rings anime, not CG.
Which is good. Which is very good.
Same old.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well,
So
there's a whole bunch of stuff out there.
Yeah.
Sorry, what?
That's everyone up to this month.
I am getting up at 6 a.m. to catch a flight.
Yeah, I think it's time that we let Jill go.
Cool.
TikTok.
Well, thanks for joining us this month on Animates. I hope you had a lovely time and enjoyed the Gladiators game. Next month, we'll be playing Go Go Stop.
I freaking love that show. I was born then.
Yeah, do one for Amy. And also, that will not take me as much time to make.
Good.
Take it easy on yourself, man.
Yeah.
Like, give yourself a break.
Yeah, that's what I'm like. Just do Go Go Stop. That's it.
Yeah.
Which is pretty much just Hang Tough from this week. So
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
Lovely.
Cool. Well, lovely to see everyone. Well, I didn't see anyone apart from you guys, but I didn't see the chat. But
The chat's there. They're lovely. They're wonderful. They're great.
Sure, they
I love the chat. Love the chat.
Lovely to be your guide on the good ship.
I was just going to be Guy. We've
Never
been guys.
Quickly, turn it off.
Good night.
Good night.
Bye.
Roll over. Friday night, the moon's full glow. I was out at the club with the music thumping. Over Thundera, Gray Malkin Lane as the bass bumped off the side of Snake Mountain. Jim on the stage with the hologram girls. Next up, Allison Blair to light the start of a night at the bar at the end of the world that my mind can't erase. There were 10 in the bed and the Thundercats said, roll over, roll over. There were 9 in the bed and the Amazon said, roll over, roll over. So we all rolled over and both fell out. Then they hopped in the jet with the growl and pow. Roll away, roll away, roll away, roll over. Final call came, there were shops all around with the gummy bear juice and the get-a-fix potion. Feeling alright, we broke into the night. Dagger had it in on transportation. Where to go next, some said, some said, some said. But I knew in my head that those itty-bitty bears wouldn't do, so we settled on my plate. There were 8 in the bed and the tiger shark said, roll over, roll over. There were 7 in the bed and the rescue ranger said, roll over, roll over. So we all rolled over and both fell out. It was back to the sea and the trees for now. Roll away, roll away, roll away, roll over.
Not 1, not 2, but 3 Powerpuff Girls. We were in the club tossing back Johnny Bravos. I danced off my pants with a fly pepper Ann, who kept massaging my hand. I took her to my land. I'm like the Fred Flint, she's Diana Prince. I could be the Bruce Wayne crusading these chicks. Now the 4th one, she looks like Daphne. The night's still young and my carpet's shaggy. Morgendorfer, she's so sarcastic, asking me, really, how we shoot if it's plastic? We could spend a day in Lawndale or set sail. How could I be the one in this fairy tale?
There were 6 in the bed when the Fraggle Girl said, roll over, roll over. There were 5 in the bed when the Cuckoo Girl said, roll over, roll over. And there were 2 in the bed when the Squirrel Girl said, loch, 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 loch. So we all rolled over and 1 was left, and we cuddled through the night with the head on my chest. I didn't even hear her leave, cause I was snoring, cause she had to go to work, cause it was Saturday morn.